Hello everybody and welcome back to Everything Retro. Right, the Alfa GTV. It's my second Alfa Romeo GTV and she's got a few little faults but nothing major, but she is absolutely a really smasher. Really cool car. If you've never owned an Alfa, I suggest you own one in your life. It is absolutely something to talk about. And yes, they do have their problems. Bird shitting on the bonnet, great. But the problems they have, a lot of it's just down to bad wear and tear. Let you have a look inside. Let's get a key. And the window should drop when you open the door. There you go. I need to air it out inside. It's really hot out here today. So it's very hot inside the car. So this car is 85,000 miles, full service history, all the original handbooks, all the original keys. I couldn't grumble for how much I paid for the car. And it does need, like I said, a few little jobs doing to it, but it's still jump in, start up, drive off. So like I said, it's just a few little niggly things which be sorted out over the going months of driving the car. He's got a few little parking dings here and there which quite annoying. She's had a bit of touching up here and there from the previous owners, but it's an old car, you can't expect it to be like perfectly showroom condition. I mean, the time I've had it, I've washed it, given it a clean inside, and that's about it. All I've done is started her up, taking it for some short little journey drives, and I loved every minute of it. It really does put a smile on your face driving this car. It certainly does. Anyway, let's get the key and I'll jump inside. Oh yeah, you really do have to squeeze in, but you really do feel snug when you're in here, I'll tell you. It's something totally different to an Alfa Romeo, I'll tell you. From going from other cars like Fords and all that. I mean, I was always a Ford person with Ford Capris. So to jump into Alfa Romeos, we know quite a lot, bit of bad reputation, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares about any of that? We just love it. Anyway, let's put the ignition on. $85,000. Oh, bit of 80s music. And let's fire up and see what happens. Can't be bad. There's no diesel sound when you start it up. It's got an aftermarket exhaust system, but I think it's just the back of the car, so it's not all the way through. So it'd be nice if it was all the way through to give it a bit more of a grunt. Glove box. Little center console lid. You have electric mirrors, and that actually works. You get some of these which are actually broken and you're meant to just push down on it and then it's meant to open like that. You get some people get in the car and they're like trying to lift it up and then it breaks. Fog lighter, fog lights, hazard lights, heater instruments, fuel gauge, clock, temperature gauge, indicators that side, wipers that side. The only problem I got with this car is the indicator, when you turn the steering, it doesn't self-cancel, so you need to click it back up yourself. But when you've driven loads of old, really old cars like I have, you get used to it, especially with stuff like Land Rovers and whatnot. But yeah, it is. Let's put the windows down. That one goes down, perfect. And so is this one. You really do hear the motor on that one. But so yeah, it's been a well looked after car. It's got mats in it. They're not the original mats. They're GTV mats, but they're not the original ones. They're patent part ones. That's reasons why they probably don't fit very well. It's got a bit of wear on the seat there, which needs addressing and sorting out as quickly as possible. But this tan leather is really good. I mean, it holds up really well. The mark is wearing a bit there now. You don't really see it now. You see it lovely on the back seat. I don't think the back seats have ever been used, but then again, let's face it, you couldn't put anybody in there and back. They'll have to lie out sideways. But yeah, it's one of those cars where you just hate it or love it. And when you drive one, it really does put a smile on your face. Alright, let's shut it down. Let's let you have a look inside the boot. Like I said, all the badges are in excellent nick. I haven't got the badge there. Previous owner took it off, or one of the owners took it off. I'm not really worried. I don't want to put it back on anyway. Original toolkit. All the carpets are in excellent nick. Original jacks, spare wheel. Even the puller for the fuel cap for emergency. So yeah, even the light bar at the back is in excellent condition. There's the aftermarket exhaust system with a few spider webs on it now. The only thing which is missing on this side is the badges. She ain't got the badges on this side. There's a few scratches, tiny little dent there. Bit of chip work down there, but then again, what you expect, the big doors. So it's got the badges missing, but I have bought some badges. They just arrived today, so I managed to get a set. But yeah, what an absolute wonderful little car. Like I said, I bought one of these a long time ago, and it was a red one, 2 litre again, with cloth interior, as this one, like I said, it's got all leather. The bonnet catches all the way down here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the car which is plastic, so bear with me a minute. I've got to remember how to get this up. Hang on a sec. Yeah, and there she is, the little twin spark engine, 2 litre. Yeah, she's had some work done on it. She's had a bit of welding done over the years. I mean, it's an old car. If it's one of these cars with 85,000 miles on it, so obviously it hasn't been used a great deal, so having it laid up is probably what caused it to have the odd patch of welding here and there, especially wherever it's parked. If it's been parked in a damp place or something. It's just been serviced, cam belt and everything I'm going to do, because the chap I got off of, he hasn't had it done. He's had the car a year and he hasn't had it done, but he had it serviced. So it's a small service is had, and I'm going to get everything I need to do the cam belt. This is a little bit broken just here, so which is a bit of a shame. I would like to find another one, replace that. like I said, just add a bit of welding just on the top strut top, which is quite a neat bit of welding really, but I'll clean that up a bit more. I'll get the welds cleaned right down, tidy it up, patch in a bit of weld if it needs it. So I'll get all that cleaned up, tidied up, resprayed, and that'll look all good as new. Because I mean, just a couple of places where it just needs an extra little bit of weld, because once I start cleaning up it's gonna, yeah. But yeah, I'll get all that shaped up. That'll look perfect, trust me. And this panel's all okay. Headlights are all okay. Looks like somebody's had this one off at one time and been resealed. So obviously I had quite some moisture in there at one time. This one's all okay. But it's been really well looked after. I mean, the horns are brand new by the looks of it. All these pipes are all in good nick. The panel along here is all in good nick. I mean, what can I say? Apart from it's got a little bit of an oil leak, which we'll have to have a look at. It does drop a bit of oil, and these are quite thirsty on oil anyway. They're not like your regular car where you know, once you've given these a good little bit of a thrash in and whatnot, they do use a little bit of oil. But yeah, it's typical Alfa Romeo, I suppose. I mean, the wheels are all in good nick. They're not too bad. There's a few scratches and scuffs on them, but I'll flatten them down, respray them again. This tyre is okay. The tyre on that side's bald on the inside. I didn't realise it when I bought the car, so it's completely bald, but I've just bought 2 tyres for it, so I got them in a deal. So this one will be replaced. He's bald on the inside, so I'll hopefully can change this one today. He's gone on the side there, on there as well, so obviously the tracking's out, but there is a bit of a weird noise coming from this side, like a bearing sticking. I think when they might have, I don't know or not, but on where they've done this welding, the bearing on the top up here, I don't know if it's it'd be a sealed unit maybe, or if it's like a plastic one. You get a plastic cup with a bearing in it, and it might have got heat and then melted and distorted it. I don't know. I'm only going by that because I had to replace a strut on another car I had, and the bearing on the top was a plastic cup bearing. So the bearings, instead of being in a metal cup, it was in a plastic cup, and they crack and break, the plastic does. So it makes me wonder if that's what it is, and because it's like a spring noise when you turn the steering. It's like a spring noise, good clink, clunk, clunk. But we'll have a look. We're not, you know, hasn't affected it in driving it at all in any way, but it just sounds a bit horrible when you turn the steering. The rest of the car is all fine. I mean, all this is all okay. Plastic's all okay. Plastic wings, they're okay. Side skirts, because they're plastic, they're all okay. It's had a bit of touching up just there done. This door is okay, apart from that little touch up. Little ding just here where it's caught another car. A couple little dings here and there. Got the badges this side, but like I said, I've just bought new ones. But I think the ones I bought, this one might be bigger. I'm not really sure, because like there's so many of them on the internet for sale, and these are really stupid amount of money to buy. And the ones I bought, I think they're off a really older Alfa Romeo, but still. The mirrors, they've all been removed, resprayed. The receipt for that is all in there, so that's all been redone. So like I said, the car's been really well looked after. And same on this side, look, it's all clean on the inside here. It's all perfect. It's all really good car. So what things I'm going to do to it is change that tyre, have a look at that suspension, see what bits and pieces need replacing, get it done. And it'll all be done by me. It will not be done by a mechanic, like in a garage or anything. So I want to bring you some footage of me doing the work on this car, like the cam belt change, service, the covers on the back here. I'm going to remove these, re-dye them back up again black, so they'll all look nice again. Because like the front ones are black, so I mean it's a blue door card with black speaker covers. This one's a bit of a problem. It's had that typical seat belt trapped in the door and damaged it. Passenger one's fine at the moment. The door is shut really nice. I mean it's not shut properly, see, but it does shut nice. You don't have to like really slam them. I think it's what I paid for. I think it's a wonderful car. I mean I used to drive these when they were brand spanking new, along with the 147, the 156, the 166, the GT. I absolutely loved all of them. If you offered me the 156, I would have it in a heartbeat. The GTAs, I've driven all of them as well, like the 156 GTA, the 147 GTA. I think they got plenty of gap and go for what they are. They're a nice car, nice body kits and stuff like that on them. So yeah, there we are. So that's my GTV, which is now officially a new member of my family, and it's not going anywhere. Nothing's going to make me part with this car unless somebody comes and knocks on my door and says, would you like this 3-litre GTV instead? Which that'll never happen. Anyway, there we are. So if you've liked the GTV, please like, subscribe and comment down below, you old bleepy bloppers. And we'll hopefully bring you more information on the GTV and some work being done and stuff like that. And like I said, we've got the Hyundai. This was just a fun car I bought. It's got plenty of up and go for a V6 engine. I mentioned it to Mr. Hubnut if he wants to drive it and feature it on his channel. He said, yeah, let me know. So, and we've got the Metro at the back there. My son's little Metro, that's going to need work done to it. So, all the cars at the moment have had a clean and they're all now covered in dust and bird shit. Great. And plus the little Fiat, which the missus loves her little Fiat. And these were another one I drove when they were brand new. That's another reason why I said to her, let's get a little Fiat, because I actually used to love driving these when I was at work, working for Fiat and Alfa Romeo and stuff like that. And then I made the worst mistake of working for Mitsubishi. Yuck. Anyway, there we are. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Ta-ta for now. Bye bye.